After you do your lying down stretches, you can start coming into like a seated position. You can also do this without having done your lying down positions first. Just depends on how your body's feeling that day. So when you find something to sit on, make sure that your seat is not lower than your knees and that the cushioning isn't too soft so your hips are not sinking down. So this was my version of that. And you don't want it to be so narrow that you can't have your legs a comfortable distance apart. So you don't want to feel like you don't have freedom of movement. So when you get into the chair, sit so that you upright your pelvis so that you have the natural curves of your spine and you're sitting up tall and taking a slow, calm breath, maybe counting to 2, 3, or 4 on the inhale, 2, 3, or 4 on the exhale. You can have your hands any which way that you like them and just sit for a moment and feel the base of your body connected to the floor. Rest your feet against the floor. Feel the back of the thighs against the chair. Feel how your pelvis is situated on the chair. Try to keep the pelvis upright. Let gravity have your arms and shoulders, and then reach out through the crown of the head. Continue to take that really slow breath. We're going to start moving one movement per breath. I'm going to suggest breaths, but feel free to overlap the breaths. What you want to avoid is holding the breath or forcing the breath. So here we go. But when you're ready, you'll just let your arms rest by your sides, palms facing up. So if you have however it works for you, depending on what your chair is like. I'm going to put mine to the side of the table, palms facing forward, reaching out through the crown of the head. Long exhalation. As you inhale, begin to reach your arms up overhead. Don't worry about how close or far apart they are. When you exhale, bring your hands together and rest your hands on your heart or your sternum. Then as you next inhale, feel your chest rise into your hands. And as you next exhale, release your arms, palms facing forward again. Keep the shoulders relaxed and low. Inhale, reach the arms up. As your inhale turns into your exhale, bring your hands together and rest your hands at your heart. Take your inhalation here. On your exhale, release your arms, palms facing forward. Inhale, reach your arms wide and high. Exhale, bring the hands together and rest the hands at the heart. Good. So we did 3 of those. On this one, we'll add some different movements. Take an inhale. On the exhale, release your arms, palms facing forward. Next inhale, reach your arms wide and high. Whenever you begin to exhale, bring the hands together, go through the heart, and take the palms facing down onto the knees. Take an inhalation and see if you can find a little extension in your back. You don't want to do too much of this because you don't want to feel pinchy, but maybe just sitting a little bit beyond what is neutral for the spine, opening up the front line of the body. As you exhale, and I find this to be easier, sorry I didn't say this before, if your feet are slightly further forward than your knees. So as you exhale, you'll slide your hands down your knees all the way to the feet or the ankles, and then you'll be dropping your head here. Go as far down as you comfortably can, or stay up a little bit higher by propping up on the arms, and take a full breath here. So you'll take an inhale and an exhale, and then you'll inhale back up to the knees, and exhale, relax your shoulders. Face your palms forward and inhale, reach the arms wide and high. Exhaling the hands through the center of the body, palms facing down on the knees. Take an inhalation and go a little bit past neutral to extension. Take your exhale to reach comfortably down. Arms can be on the inside or in front of or on the outside. Exhale, drop the head. Take a full cycle of breath here. 1 full inhale, 1 full exhale. Then inhale, come back to the knees, sit yourself up tall, and exhale, face the palms forward. Inhale, wide and high. can look up if you like. Exhale, hands through the center of the body to the knees. Inhale, lean back a little bit or just prepare to exhale, reach down, and you can support as much on your arms as you need to. Drop the head. Take a full breath here. A long inhale, a long exhale. Then inhale, come back up onto the knees and sit yourself up tall, relaxing the shoulders. And exhale, you could begin again. So you can do that as many times as you want. I would say five times is a good place to start. And then from here, take your hands forward onto the knees. So you're leaning forward just a little bit, not too much. And we'll do arm circles with the right arm. So you're gonna begin to reach your right arm forward, core is strong, and then just make a big circle with it. So as you reach your right arm up towards the sky, it's gonna turn you to the right. Then reach your right arm back towards the wall behind you, and then slowly circle it back down onto the knee. I'm actually using my right hand, so I'm not doing a mirroring thing today. And so with the left arm, relax the shoulders down the back, reach your left arm forward, reach it up to the sky, reach it back towards the wall behind you, and then bring it back to the center, onto the knee. Inhale, reach the arm forward. Exhale, reach the arm back and complete the circle onto the knee. Use the breath that works best for you. Inhale, arm forward. Exhale, arm back, and rejoin back at the knees. Just keep the breath really smooth for that one, because how fast or slow you go is dependent on feeling out how it feels to twist and how it feels to mobilize your shoulder space. So just a continuous fluid breath there. Do as many of those as you like. We just did 2 on each side. Sit yourself up back to neutral, and if you need to, sit back in the chair so that you have a little bit more support behind you, or use your core. So what we want to eventually be able to do is cross the right ankle over the left knee without using the arms. But if you feel like your arms need to help a little bit today, they can help. And then you'll take the ankle near the front of the knee, near the thigh, where the thigh is closest to the knee. So not up here by the hip, but closer to the knee. And then you'll just relax your right leg out to the side and sit yourself up tall. And then with your exhalation, you'll lean forward. And with your inhalation, you'll sit up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. When you come out, and you could do that 3 to 5 times, see if you can hug your knee to your chest. This is extra, so just only do this if you feel up for it. Then place your hands somewhere on the chair and see if you can hold your knee up. And you don't want to change your posture here. You just want to be sitting up tall, using your core, and then placing your leg down on the floor. So one of the things we're trying to do, again, is not use the arms. So eventually you would be able to cross your ankle over your knee. If it needs a little help today, that's fine, so that you get it situated in a comfortable position and your knee is not having a stretch here, it's the hip. Relax your leg out to the side. Have your arms wherever you like them. Sit up tall, inhale, and exhale, relax forward. Inhale, sit up. You're following the rhythm of your own breath. Exhale, relax forward. How far forward you go is just how comfortable your hip is in the stretch. Inhale, sit up. And exhale, relax forward. If it feels good, you could just have a little more time in this forward position, or you could do a few extra. We did 3 on each side. You could do up to 5. When you come out, see if you can not use your arms and get your leg into a knee to chest position, and then give it a squeeze with your arms. So when you're squeezing in with your arms, try not to lean back or change your posture, and then make sure that your core is doing as much as your arms are, so that when you take your arms wherever they go on the chair, your leg is being held up with your hip flexor and with your core. And then exhale and eventually let down. Good. So one last thing before we finish is if you have arms on the chair, you're going to be leaning on the arm. So maybe let's lean on, I'm going to lean on my left arm first, and then I'm going to sweep the right arm up and over. Or you can dangle your arms. You're doing a little side stretch here. A little goes a long way, so it's not necessary to lean too much. If you are leaning on something, sometimes you can go a little farther with support. Your opposite hip stays on the floor. Inhale, come up. And exhale, lean to your opposite side. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lean to your first side. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lean to your second side. Inhale, come up. Take your hands on your shoulders and weight your shoulders down with your hands. As you press down on your shoulders, reach out through the crown of the head so you're sitting up tall. And then bring the hands to the heart or fold the hands in the lap wherever your arms feel most relaxed, and take a couple of slow breaths. I always like to finish by taking my hands to my center, and when I nod my head forward, I imagine that I'm sealing whatever was helpful about moving and breathing into the center, and usually that's so that I can incorporate it and share it with others. So namaste. I hope that this was helpful, and I'll see you next week. Bye, James. Have a good day.